Be ready. Start. This court has dealt with three different judicial pay commissions and has evolved certain principles which form the underpinning of judicial pay, pension, and allowances. The first principle is that a unified judiciary requires uniform designations and service conditions of judicial officers across the country. The second principle is that the independence of the judiciary requires that pay of judicial officers must be stand alone and not compared to that of staff of the political executive or the legislature. The third principle is that the independence of the judiciary, which includes the district judiciary, is part of the basic structure of the Constitution. The fourth principle is that the access to an independent judiciary enforces fundamental rights guaranteed under Part 3 of the Constitution. The fifth principle is that the essential function of all judicial officers in the district judiciary and judges of the High Court and this court is essentially the same. India has a unified judiciary under the scheme of the Constitution. A unified judiciary necessarily entails that the service conditions of judges of one state or equivalent to similar posts of judges of other states. The purpose of this constitutional scheme is to ensure that the judicial system is uniform, effective, and efficient in its functioning. Efficient functioning necessarily requires judges of caliber and capacity to be provided with the right incentives and promotion opportunities to maintain the high level of functioning of the judiciary. The judiciary in this country is a unified institution judicially, though not administratively. Hence, uniform designations and hierarchy with uniform service conditions are unavoidable. The further directions given, therefore, should not be looked upon as an encroachment on the powers of the executive and the legislature to determine the service conditions of the judiciary. They are directions to perform the long overdue obligatory duties. Separation of powers demands that the officers of the judiciary be treated separately and distinct from the staff of the legislative and executive wings. It must be remembered the judges are not employees of the state but are holders of public office who wield sovereign judicial power. In that sense, they are only comparable to members of the legislature and ministers in the executive. Therefore, parity cannot be claimed between staff of the legislative wing and executive wing with officers of the judicial wing. This court, in the case of All India Judges Association versus Union of India, explained the distinction and held that those who exercise The state power are the ministers, the legislators, and the judges, and not the members of their staff who implement or assist in implementing their decisions.